Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a walkthrough / playthrough of Maney Cove. It's a private course that's out in Mars Hill, North Carolina, and in my opinion it's probably the best private course in all North Carolina. It's definitely not one of the longest courses I've ever played. It does have two par 4s, making the par 56 on the course. It is an 18-hole course, but it is one of the funnest courses I get to play regularly. It has a lot of natural beauty to the course. There's a lot of nature, a lot of naturally flowing creeks and streams, a lot of wildlife on the property as well, which makes the course very enjoyable to play year round, especially during the fall when the leaves are changing. It is so gorgeous during the fall. The course does have instep baskets, which if you're not very familiar with what those are, they're one of the most basic model baskets that you can get for a private course or for a public course. The chains themselves are pretty thin. They are 2-layer, but the chains are pretty thin, so there's a big gap between them. And the center pole's pretty narrow too. So if you have a pretty aggressive putt, spit outs and cut throughs are pretty common on these types of baskets. But in my opinion, that's what makes this course even more unique, because you don't see instep baskets that often on courses. So without any further ado, allow me to introduce y'all to Maney Cove. Alright guys, so hole 1 is about 370 feet straight uphill. It's kind of straight in line with this hillside on the left over here, about another 50 feet past it, and it's kind of sitting on a little bit of a rise with like a stone structure there. I am going to be throwing a Sirius Millennium Falcon. So that's going to be pretty good. Instep baskets, ladies and gentlemen. Instep baskets. What can you do? Alright guys, hole number 2 is also very straight uphill. This one plays a little bit shorter, about maybe 330, 340 in terms of how it actually plays. I'm going to be going Sirius Millennium Falcon again. It's on the right hand side, but I think it's through all the crap. Basket's figuring straight ahead of me, about maybe 80, 90 feet. Going with an old Champion Rhino. See if I can get it close. That just rolled all the way pretty much straight back to me. About 10 feet closer out of that solid roll away. Let me see if I can get this in with my Omega ET. Don't roll. Thank you. What a start to the round. Alright, hole number 3 is straight down this little hill on the right hand side past all the trees. It plays roughly about maybe 155-ish. I'm going to be throwing a super soft Omega. on like a little backhand turnover. Just hopefully to get it to sit at the very bottom of the hill. Give myself a putt. That's fine. Alright, this is the putt that I gave myself. About 60 footer straight downhill. That putt all the way. Definitely going to run it. Alright, so hole number 4 is basically straight uphill, just slightly to the left. You can kind of see it through the little trees over on the left-hand side. Plays about 205. What the uphill, maybe about 215, 220. And we throw a Quantum Taurus. That's inside the circle. Hole number 5 is about 240 feet straight uphill on like a little elevated slope with a drop off right behind the basket, also to the right of the basket as well. I'm going to be throwing a QMS. Dead straight at it. Didn't throw straight at it, but that's been high. There we go. Alright, hole number 6 is about 236 feet, pretty much dead straight ahead. There's 2 routes. There's the dead straight right route, or you can throw, if you're a lefty or you have a righty sidearm, there's a sidearm gap. Both are about the same width in terms of getting into the basket. I'm going to be throwing a flick with a flat top gator. Or I'm going to split the gap and get inside the circle. There we go. Alright, hole number 7 is 288 feet straight downhill. Is to the left-hand side of this hauled-out tree that's in the middle of the fairway. You can go either inside of it or outside of it, or the main play is outside of it for most people. I'm going to be throwing a Quantum Taurus at it. Well, I need to get down. So close. Can't get them all. Alright, hole number 8 is 235 feet, dead straight ahead. Jail early left, big drop off to the right hand side. And if you go really deep, you're going to be dealing with some rhododendrons. I'm going to be throwing an S-Line P2 at it. Alright, hole number 9 is 380 feet straight downhill. This is one of the 2 par 4s out here at Maney Cove. I am going to be throwing a flat top gator. Basically just playing this for a 3. I'm going to try to hit the left side gap and have it come back to the right to the open fairway. Come on. Alright, so hole 10 is about 220 feet straight uphill, slightly to the left. Plays more like 250, 260, basically because of the elevation change. I'm going to be throwing a Quantum Taurus at it. Oh baby, that's short. End up about 40 feet short. Let's see if I can back this in. Come on. Alright, so hole 11 is about 170 feet straight downhill, just slightly to the right. It's pretty wide open for a lefty backhand or for a righty flick. Everything else does play though. It's just a little bit tighter. I'm going to be throwing a flick with a Chapin Rhino. There we go. Alright, hole number 12 is about 235 feet. It's slightly to the right hand side of the fairway, just over this little hillside over here. There is a property line on the left hand side which does play out of bounds. Wait, if you ever play here. I'm going to be throwing a QMS on a backhand turnover. Alright, hole 13 is roughly about 450 feet. At least that's how it plays. It seems like it plays like. This is the second par 4 out here at Maney Cove. Property line OB on the left hand side. Pretty much jail on the right hand side. I'm going to be throwing a Millennium Falcon again. I got a little bit less than 100 feet left to the pin. I'm going to try to throw a little flex sidearm through this little gap over here, just try to get close. And we throw in a G-Star Rhino at it.
10 feet. Alright, so this is hole 14 out here at Maney Cove. It's about 260 feet, pretty much dead straight ahead. There is a lefty gap or righty foot gap as well, with a really nasty drop off to the right hand side. I'm going to be throwing a QMS at it. That's through it. Oh, sick! There we go. Alright, hole 15 is 250 feet straight downhill. I'm going to be throwing a Omega Super Soft at it. I'll go in. It is in. Alright, hole 16 is plays roughly about 320 feet uphill, almost closer to 330. I'm going to be throwing a Quantum JLS, or QJLS. Oh, flip. That'll be fine. Oh! Alright, hole 17 is about 180 feet. It's just barely on the right side of these trees, and it's across a ditch right over some rocks. I'm going to be throwing a flat top gator at it. And that's it. Alright, hole 18 is about 300 feet. It's pretty much dead straight ahead. You have an option of throwing a hyzer, just throwing dead straight flat at it. I'm going to be throwing a hyzer with a Quantum Taurus.
Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any ideas for any future videos, please post those in the comment section below. I do want to give a shout out and a thank you to Chris Maney for allowing me to come out there to film the course. I do also want to give a shout out to Flight Towel for sponsoring me and for supporting me with everything that I do. And if you go on their website and use the promo code 68281 at checkout, it'll get you 10% off, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. Also want to give a shout out to the Great North for allowing me to be a brand ambassador for them. And if you go on their website and use the promo code MAT64, that's all uppercase, MAT64, at checkout for them, you'll get 30% off your order there. You get some nice stuff like this sweet little hoodie right here. Thanks again for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.